Okay, so we are now entering to the exhibit of the common hippopotamus or the parasalanahar. They can be found in Africa. They are the third largest land mammal on earth. So right here we have two female hippos. Their name is Arrow and Bullseye. Their age it's around 30 and 31 years old. So if you haven't seen this hippo, because they are semi-aquatic, they submerge under the water up to 16 hours a day, and they can hold their breath up to 4 to 5 minutes. So we have also one hippo in the hippo aquarium. His name is Dorga, 31 years old. So maybe right now they are under the water. So these two hippos are very sensitive. They have very sensitive skin, so they release red oily substance so to protect their skin from the sunlight and ultraviolet rays. It's also protection against germs. So right now maybe they are under the water. So if you didn't see the hippo, we can go to the hippo aquarium. So we have one big hippo. So these hippo are very aggressive animals. They can kill 500 people in Africa each year compared to malaria disease. They are very dangerous. Look on your right, they will hang their head and they will submerge again. So these hippo are herbivorous. As you can see, those food right there, they have some grasses, Timothy A grasses. So they can consume for about 60 to 68 kg of grasses per night. In the wild, they can travel up to 10 kilometers looking for food. But sadly, these animals are listed as vulnerable. Look here. So they can live for about 40 years in captivity. So there are two. Okay, so we're now entering to the wetlands area. So here in wetlands, we have different types of birds and some immigrants or migratory birds. They can be found in different parts of the globe. So on your left side, as you can see, those long beak and glossy feathers or black feathers, those are the glossy ibis, family of Trispirnetidae. They can live in wetlands area. And on your right side, the white one, you have here the African spoonbill. So they called African spoonbill. As you can see, their beak looks like a spoon. So here in safari, their diet consists of fish, insects as well, and also pinky mice. But in the wild, they can eat some fish also, wetlands area. On your left side, here, look, the giraffe, the tallest, friendliest, and peaceful land mammal on earth. So there's one giraffe here, and there's more on your left side together with the zebra. So this giraffe can grow up to 18 feet tall, and they can weigh for about 1,000 to 2,000 kg. So they are the tallest, friendliest, and as you can see, they have long legs, long tail, and long neck. They can grow up to 2 meters. And those are the zebra, or the Icus quagga quagga, or the Icus quagga brochelli. It's called the brochelli zebra, the subspecies of plain zebra. So they have a black and white stripes. So we have the male and female, and then the baby young. So this zebra is the national animals of Botswana. So they can live for about 30 to 40 years in captivity. Family of Equidae group. They can weigh for about 400 to 450 kg. Okay, so right now we're entering to the next exhibit of the animals. It's called the Hamatrias Baboon. So monkey. So we have total of 81 here. Monkey. female, male, and the baby young. So right now, we need to make sure that those two gates are fully closed before we enter or after we exit. Because these animals are very aggressive. So sometimes they're jumping here on the top of the bus. They are terrestrial or they are ground-dwelling monkeys. So meaning they are living on the ground. So not unlike other monkey, they are arboreal. So they're living on the trees. Mostly on the trees, but these animals, they're living in the rocky cliffs area or on the ground mostly. So this is one of the smallest or one of the species of the baboons. So the biggest one is the chacma that can be found in southern parts of Africa, and this one that can be found in Iran and Arabian Peninsula and mostly in northern parts of Africa. They are sacred animals in Egypt. Alright, so both sides, I guess left and right, we're going to see our Hamatrias Baboon or the Papio Hamatrias. So this group of the baboons, it's called a troops or barrel. So they have this alpha or the big boss or the leader of this group. So I'm gonna show you the leader. His name is Foggy. Sometimes they call them Nizar. So look, I guess they're on your right hand side. So the male are twice bigger than the female. The male one, if you're going to see, they have a shoulder cape, silver white color, and they are bigger. Those are the male baboons, Hamatrias. The female, they are smaller, then they have this olive brown color, and they have this pink butt. So they're using as a balance while they're sitting. So that's the leader of this group. Look on your right side over there, that one, the big one. Yeah, surroundings by the female and then the baby. So all females because they are polygamous. Yeah, I know you. That's the name of polygamous. Yeah. All right, there's more there on the left side. So the baby, as you can see, those one, the small one, they have a blackish color. When they grow adult, they're changing their color. So these baboon are omnivorous, so their diet is entirely of plants and meat. Yeah. But here in safari, they give them pellets as well. So they can live for about 30 to 35 years in captivity. They are belong to the old world monkey that can be found in Africa and Asia. Okay, so we are now entering next. So this is our mixed African drive-thru or African mix, meaning mixed animals that can be found in different parts of Africa. So for example, the giraffe, the zebras here, we have also oryx, we have ostrich, we have impala, the kudu, the eland, and many more. So they are mixed together. They are social animals, and most of them, they are non-territorial. White with brownish on their neck and curved horn. So this is our scimitar oryx or Sahara oryx. They can be found in sub-Saharan in Africa. So we have the group of herds here led by dominant male or the bull. But sadly, this animal, they are extinct in the wild. So meaning there's no any oryx or scimitar oryx in the wild. say only in captivity right now because of the massive hunting for their horn, for their meat, and also loss of their natural habitat. That's why they're losing or they're decreasing their populations. On your left side, once again, the giraffe and the zebra. And there's another group of scimitar oryx. So this one, they can be found in Africa, mostly in northern parts, sub-Saharan. So there's also one oryx, family of oryx, that can only be found in Arabian Peninsula, which is the national animals of UAE, which I'm going to show you later. Alright, so on your right side, there's one giraffe over there, the female giraffe, and as you can see, those brown one with the white stripes, those are the greater kudu. Greater kudu is one of the largest antelope in Africa, and the male are hornless, then the female are hornless, then the male, they have 2.5 twist horn that can grow up to 2 feet. And right here on your right side, this is the second largest antelope in the world after their cousins, the giant eland. So this is called a common eland, the Taurotragus oryx. So this is the female, and as you can see, the male one, the big one over there, they have a large dewlap and they have a long and thick horn. So compared to the female, they have a long and thin horn, then they are 1,000 kg. They are the second largest after the giant, their cousins. They can compose for about 500 to 1,000 individuals, but they are not territorial animals. They are domesticated. And here we have our crown cranes, the gray one and then the black one. The black crown crane on your left, and then on your right, this is the gray crown crane. As you can see, those neck, so you can easily identify them, which is the black and then the gray one. Fruits, vegetables, plants. And there's another oryx on your left side. And on your right hand side, as you can see, this is small antelope. So this is small, medium-sized antelope, or it's called impala, or common impala, or the Epicellus melampus. So they can be found in southern parts of Africa. They are common and graceful of all antelopes, and they are fleet runners. They can jump for about 3 meters high, and in front up to 10 meters. So they can run for a maximum speed of 60 to 70 kilometers per hour. On your left side, this is the male kudu, the Tragelaphus strepsicerus. They are one of the largest antelope in Africa. On your left side, we have here our European moplon. So European moplon, they can live in the mountainous Rocky Mountains area in Corsica and Sardinia. So these animals, they are also known as a wild sheep or wild goat. They can easily jump for about 6 to 7 feet without running. They can live for about 25 to 30 years. On your left side, the largest flightless bird, family of ratites, ostrich. So the black one, it's the male, and then the gray one is the female ostrich. So ostrich, they cannot fly, but they can able to run fast for about 70 kilometers per hour. They can weigh for about 1.5 kg. And inside the egg of the ostrich, there's 2,000 calories.
Wow.
So don't eat alone. Okay?
Oh yeah, 2,000.
Alright guys, on your right hand side, as you can see, those small gazelle over there, those are the springbok, the national animals of South Africa. They are one of the fastest antelope. They can run for a maximum speed of 90 kilometers per hour. And there's another
Ostrich is bigger
crown
than the
crane here.
zebra. Over.
Okay, so next one, the king of the wild,
Oh, lion?
The African brown lion.
Wow.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna
Simba.
Matata. Simba.
So we have here the African brown lion, and we have also in the African village the white one, the African white lion.
Oh.
So here we have the group of coalition, meaning they are all male. In the African village, we have the group of pride, meaning they are male, female, and the young one. Baby. Because in the wild, there's two groups of lions, the coalition group and then the pride group. Also here we have two groups. Maybe you can help me to find those lions.
Yeah, I want to see the lion.
Can you spot the lions?
Fancy de Leon.
They're on the right hand side.
Yeah. Oh, the cave. Oh, there! I saw it.
Yes.
Inside the cave. Inside the cave, Manong. Oh, there's...
Best. Lions are the second biggest big cat species after the tiger. Tiger is the biggest one, especially the Siberian tiger.
So tiger is the biggest one,
Yes.
but lion, the next one.
Lions are the second one. They can grow for about 3 to 4 feet long. They can weigh for about 180 to 370
They are
kg.
resting.
So, male lion, they can rest for about 20 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
Especially the male one, they are the one to protect the territory or the exhibit area. While the female, they are the one who hunts the food for the male. This is the national animals of the Netherlands, Luxembourg, England, and Singapore.
Oh,
National animals. So carnivorous, so their diet consists of meat. So here in safari, they give them for about 5 to 7 kg of variety of meat like chicken, beef, and mutton.
yeah, they're all sleeping.
Yeah. Sabi nila sila yung pinaka-lazy animals.
Yes,
But that's their natural behavior actually.
Parang sila.
Kasi yung babae lang yung naghahunt ng food para sa lalaki. So, yung lalaki tagabantay lang ng area.
Kaya, the king of the jungle.
But they're not from the jungle. They're not
Oh,
living
that
in the
is
jungle.
hippo. That is hippo.
Hippo. Rhino.
Rhinoceros.
Rhino. So mostly they're active nighttime. Those lions. They're nocturnal animals. But sometimes
Hindi sila sa jungle nakatira.
hindi po. Nakatira sila sa savannah area. Yeah, pero sa movie kasi sinasabi King of the Jungle. But sa movie lang yan.
Sa school kasi
Should
iba
be like
sinabing
safari.
jungle. Nung lion kasama doon.
Opo. Hindi po.
Safari.
Hindi siya talaga, ang lion talaga hindi talaga nakatira sa jungle. Kasi nakatira sila sa open field, savannah.
So, malay
Opo. Ano lang yun, parang Mike, parang ano lang nila kasi napapanood nila sa movie, King of the Jungle. Kaya sinasabi na kasi natandaan na natin na pag sinabing King of the Jungle, lion agad na sa isip natin. Oo, pero hindi talaga. Kasi nakatira sila sa savannah, so it's not jungle, it's savannah.
Safari.
Kaya pag may mga kids dito, pag may kids dito, sinasabi namin King of Savannah. Or King of the Forest. Here we have our Cape Buffalo on your right hand side. So the Cape Buffalo, it's one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. They can kill 200 people in Africa each year. So they are very dangerous. They are not domesticated compared sa Asian. Kasi sa atin Asian, di ba, meron tayong carabao. So ito, mukha lang siya pero hindi siya yung
Hindi siya
kaparehas.
friendly.
Yeah, hindi siya.
Hindi siya
Parehas silang family, pero ito ang pinaka-aggressive sa lahat. From Africa.
I don't want,
They have a large
have to
fuse basis
wear
horn.
red-
Ito yung mostly rivals ng lion sa Africa.
Ah.
Water buffalo. They're also known as a widowmaker. On your left side, rhinoceros. So we have here a southern rhino species. So we have northern and southern white rhino, but the northern one we have only 2 more left in the wild. They are both female. While the southern we have 10,000 plus remaining in in the wild, they are listed as near threatened by IUCN. So the reason for that, or the major threat for these animals, it's hunting for their horn. Because the horn of this rhino, it's made of keratin. It's the same substance of our fingernails and hair. So it's very popular in the black market. So they're using as a traditional medicine in Asian countries. That's why their population is mostly decreasing in the wild. So we have total of 5 here, southern rhino. We have 1 male and 4 female. They're around 7 to 8 years old. They were born last 2013 and 2014. So the male one, his name is Nova. We have Heidi, Hannah, Olive, and Stanley.
Wow, their names is really nice. Buffalo.
So, rhinoceros and Cape buffalo and lion, they are belong to the big 5 game in Africa. So the next big 5 game, which is the elephant and then the leopard. So those are the big 5 game. Okay, so we're now heading to crocodiles.
Wow. Crocodile.
The crocodilos. Crocodilos. Animals in Uganda, in Rwanda, in Africa. So this is our Watusi, or the unpolled cattle, or cattle of the kings. So they can be found in Rwanda and Uganda. So as you can see, the male one, they have a long horn that can grow up to 7 to 8 feet with a circumference up to 35 inches. Then they are mostly dark in color. Then the female, that one, they have a shorter horn and thin horn. Short and thin horn. So this is the female, and then that's the male one. Watusi. So the Ostrich, scientifically named, they can live for about 30 to 35 years in captivity, family of Bovidae. On your left side, we have our white stork, together with the marabou stork, the gray one over there. Those are the scavengers animals, scavengers bird. So they eat dead prey and carrion eater. They're also known as undertaker bird. So they are both the same family of Ciconidae. So their diet here in safari consists of fish, insects, and pinkets. Alright, so we're now entering to the crocodile exhibit. So we have total of 13 crocodiles here. We have 8.5, yeah, 8.5. So males, 5 females. So this Nile crocodiles, it's the second largest crocodiles on earth after Nilolong. So si Lolong, or the saltwater crocodiles, right there.
Where?
And you can check here in the barrier. Ayan, may crocodiles din. Lalakad.
Wala pa po. Ayan.
Ayun, sa baba, sa fence.
Ayan.
So most of the crocodiles right now, they are under the water. They can stay for about 2 hours under the water, and they need to regulate their body temperature for about 30 to 32 degrees Celsius. Then after that, they're going to the sand and they're going to basking. So they will open their mouth and they will release the heat going to their body because they don't sweat compared to the humans. So these crocodiles, the Nile crocodiles, they can grow for about 18 to 20 feet long, and they can weigh for about 800 to 1,000 kg. So si Lolong sa Pilipinas, yung pinakamahabang crocodile sa buong mundo, according to the Guinness Book of Records. Si Lolong humaba ng 21.2 feet and he weighs for about 1,200 kg. So these crocodiles can live for about 40 to 60 years in the wild and 70 to 100 years in captivity. They will lay eggs for about 100 eggs with incubation period up to 90 days. We have also the strongest bite force of all animals. The bite force of the crocodiles is 5,000 pounds per square inch. So they can easily crack your bones. So we're done in Africa. We are now in Asia. So most of the animals are there on your left side. So tayo mamaya doon. Okay, so we're going next to the bachelor group of the animals. So bachelor group meaning they are single, they are complicated, they are heartbroken. Isa lang, walang kasama. So there are mixed animals here. They can be found in different parts of the globe, from Africa, Asia, and Arabian Peninsula. Nagpapit na po kayo ng giraffe? Natry nyo na mag-feed ng giraffe?
Yes.
Na? Okay, so show, nakatan kayo ng show?
Not yet.
11. Meron tayong show ng 1 p.m. sa Asian Theater, the big show. Yun yung malaking theater. So meron doon 1 p.m. Then meron tayong 2 p.m. Balik tayo sa Asia Explorer Village, bird show. Then meron 3 p.m. na naman, balik sa Asian. Then 4:30, birds of prey, raptor show. Ang feeding of the giraffe, kung gusto nyo ulit mag-feed, we have 12:30, 2:30, and 4 p.m. Feeding with the birds, 3:30 at the kids farm, and then feeding with the goats. So, gusto pa kayo yung mga goats to sa kids farm. Sa African village, nakapunta na kayo? African village. So, in African, meron tayong gorilla, chimpanzee, meron tayong malaking aviary doon, yung sa, maglalakad kayo sa taas ng village, tapos lumilipad lahat ng mga ibon. Tapos, merong reptiles, reptile house. So, papasok kayo sa house ng mga reptiles. So, makikita nyo yung mga iba't ibang klaseng snakes, lizards, arachnids, amphibians, na lahat. Then, white lion, cheetah, hyena, lahat na doon. Okay, so here, bachelor group, on your left side. So as you can see those white spots, the brown one, those are the axis deer, or also known as chital, that can be found in India. And then also the gray one over there with horn. So those are the nilgai, or the largest Asian antelope. They're also known as blue bull or blue cow. They can be found also in India, together with the greater kudu, once again. And right here we have the common eland, the second largest after the giant one. And the white one with the screw horn, so those are the adults or the Schoolhorn Antelope. You can be found in northern parts of Africa, and they are listed as critically endangered by the IUCN. And here, and as you can see that one, the black one over there, those are the Indian antelope, or also known as blackbuck. So hunting of blackbuck in India is prohibited under the Section 1 of Wildlife Protection of 1972. It's not allowed to hunt blackbuck in India. And as you can see, those white one with the straight horn, those are the Arabian oryx, or the almaha, or the oryx leucoryx. Those are the national animals of UAE, Oman, Qatar, and Jordan. National animals. And on your right side, this is the male impala, once again. One of the most common and graceful of all animals. And doon yung camel that di pa namin nare-release. Merong Arabian camel. Common dito sa UAE, Middle East. So here, we have our scimitar oryx. We have the addax and then the Arabian oryx. Once again, the national animals of UAE, Oman, Qatar, and Jordan.
Ganda.
Listed as vulnerable species.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, before in 1972 to 1980, they are listed as becoming extinct in the wild. But to help with the conservation and zoos, so they reintroduced back in the wild in 2001 until they become vulnerable in 2011. Okay, so on your right hand side, we have our Sambar Deer, the brown one. They can be found in India and Southeast Asia. So Sambar Deer, as you can see, they have these branches. It's called an antler. And then for the antelope, they call it a horn. So it's different from antlers and horn.
Which one is Rudolph?
Yeah.
Rudolph.
Same family of Cervidae. Sa kay Rudolph. Mas malaki nga lang si Rudolph. Maliliit pa yan.
Maliliit pa yan.
So yung antler nun, nung Sambar Deer, kapag naputol, tutubo ulit. Pero yung mga horn nitong mga to, mga antelope, gazelle, pag naputol, hindi natutubo ulit. Kasi yung bones, yung horn ng antelope, made of keratin and bones. Compared naman dun sa antler, made of keratin and velvet-like shadows. Pag naputol yung dudugo, tapos every 6 months, tumutubo ulit. Kaya pinagkagaan ng mga deer at saka ng mga antelope. Okay, so next one, the biggest big cat species, the national animals of India and Bangladesh, the Bengal Tiger.
Tiger?
So we have total of 6 tigers inside, 4.2, 4 male and 2 female tigres. They were born here in Dubai Safari Park and they are listed as endangered animals in the wild because of the massive hunting for their skin, for their meat, for their teeth, and they are using as traditional medicine. So we need to breed this kind of animals as of conservation, and we have breeding program here for those endangered and becoming extinct in the wild. So they're around 3 to 4 years old. They are still young. So they're... You see those tigers? So as you can see, the area or the exhibit of the tigers, it's like there's a lot of trees, there's waterfalls and small rivers, because tigers, their natural habitat which is in forests, woodlands, and riverbanks. So they designed this area for these tigers. Look, on your right and left side, left and right, both sides, you can see our Pantera tigres.
They're sleeping.
So here, we have one tigers here. So as you can see, the tigers, they have black stripes. So no two individuals are the same stripes, just like human fingerprints. So the male are bigger than the female. They have big head, big paws, and big body. While the female, small head, small paws, and slender body. So this Bengal tiger is the second largest after the Siberian tiger. Siberian is the biggest one. So they can be found in India and Bangladesh. So they are solitary animals, and also they are nocturnal. But this group of the tiger, it's called ambush or stray. So they're also carnivorous animals. Their diet consists of meat. So right here on your left side, there's waterfalls, small rivers, because tigers, they're excellent swimmers. In the wild, they can swim for about 7 to 8 kilometers away, even though they can carry a large prey while they are crossing the river. So they love waters compared sa lion. But sadly, these animals, they are decreasing their populations in the wild because of the massive hunting. I guess there's one more here on our right. So, 4 lang yung na-release nila ngayon. Did you know guys, the tongue of the tiger, it's so rough. Parang may mga sharp knife on their tongue. So they can easily lick the paint of the building. They can easily remove the paint of the building using their tongue. So there's also antiseptic, so they can easily heal their own wounds. Parang pusa, pag diniladilaan nila yung sugat nila, lumagaling. This is the hot wire, and then electric one.
Why?
So,
Why
your left side. So we have total of 7 here, 0.43, 4 male and 3 female. So they are one of the most successful hunters in the world. They are around 80 to 90% successful hunters.
What kind of dog is this? What is the name of this dog?
Wild dogs.
Wild dog.
Wild dogs are cave hunting dogs. They can be found in southern parts of Africa. Or painted dogs because of their color on their skin. Hindi siya hyena. Hindi siya family ng hyena. Hindi siya family ng wolf.
So it's just
Same
wild
family
dogs.
of wolf and yung domestic dogs, yung mga alaga natin sa bahay. Same family but ibang species sila. So same, kasi ang wolf tsaka yung inaalaga natin sa bahay na dogs, they are same familiaris sa species. But ito kasi ang species niya is Procyon lotor. So magkaiba sila pero same sila ng family of Canidae. Canine. Same family. Ito nga lang carnivorous lang talaga sila. Kumakain na sila ng meat. Minsan nagiging scavengers sila. Pag wala na silang makuha pagkain, din sila makahunt. Though successful hunters sila, minsan kumakain na sila ng mga dead animals. Kaya yung papalito, this is our Saros crane. So actually they are fair. Nandiyan lang siguro yung isa na nakatago. So we have Saros crane, the tallest flying bird from India. So there's fair. Mostly this one they are fair. Because this one are monogamous animals. They are faithful and loyal to their partner. So, pero may divorce din sila. Pag yung isa namatay, yung isa magpapakamatay na rin.
Oh!
Ganun.
That's why it's
Faithful talaga. Territorial bird kasi kaya may sarili silang exhibit. Sila punta dito kasi mag-block lang. Okay, so on your right hand side, this is the female nilgai. So nakita natin yung male kanina sa bachelor group. So this is the female. They are sexually dimorphic, so they are different in physical appearance. So the male are gray, while the female are sandy brown color and hornless. So this is from India. They are the largest Asian antelope. The Busilapus tragocamelus. And that's the example of the male one, the gray one over there. Those are the young one.
young
Young
male.
This is the Indian hog deer from India. Together with the female black buck. So hornless din sila and sandy brown color, while the male one are blackish in color. On your right hand side, you look on your right. This is the Asian water buffalo or swamps buffalo, national animals of Philippines. Carabao. Ayan. So domesticated cattle for their meat and milk, and also this one they're using in transportation and agricultural purposes. So meron din sa India, yun naman yung tinatawag nilang river collapse.
Farm lang yung farm.
And ito yung mga female black buck. They are crepuscular. Mostly they are active during early in the morning and late afternoon. Yan ngayon, nag-start na sila maghanap ng area nila. So, magre-rest na sila. And then last one, the cheetah. Cheetah is the fastest land mammal. Pinakamabilis or the fastest animals in animal kingdom, which is the peregrine falcon. Peregrine falcon can fly for about 400 kilometers per hour. The cheetah can run for a maximum speed of 120 kilometers per hour. And they can accelerate for about 0 to 100 in just 3 seconds. Chirping sound. Compare sa mga big cats na doors. spots. So these spots is between 2,000 to 3,000 dark spots. And as you can see, those eyes of the cheetah, they have these black lines. It's called a tear line. So the reason for that is to help them to protect their eyes from the ultraviolet rays or sunlight. Just like in human, we have these sunglasses. So cheetah, they have small heads, slender body, and they have long tails. So that's why they can run a maximum speed of 120 kilometers per hour. But sadly, these animals are listed as vulnerable in 2008. So their population is decreasing because of the degradation, loss of their natural habitat, deforestation, and killing for their skin. Sanitizer po tayo dun if you want to sanitize your hands. And if you have questions, clarifications, suggestions, or comments, please visit our website, TripAdvisor, and also social media accounts, Dubai Safari Park, hashtag Dubai Safari Park. Thank you po, enjoy, have a good day.
That took my life.
So, ba't ibang nakakanda ako?